Hello again everybody, this is Gusto, and today I'm going to be reviewing a Swedish combat ration. The Swedish combat ration is produced by a company called 24 Hour Meals with the special combat edition. The Swedish ration consists of several different varieties based on climate zones and types of missions, and they can range from 1 to 4 courses depending on the mission requirements. This is a 4-course meal that I hadn't seen before, and it supplies 4,600 calories. As you can see, it comes in this clear zip-top plastic bag. And here is a listing of the components. As you can see, it supplies quite a bit of energy, and it only weighs 1.5 kilos, which is remarkable for something that's this calorie dense. So let's take a look at the contents. This does have tear notches above the zip top. Looks like you'll have to pull it from both sides. And it's still going to need a little bit of persuasion, which we can handle. There you go. We'll get all this stuff out. And we'll go through the individual contents. We're also going to take another look at this pack. If you look here at the components, again you can see the expected breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. And also to be noted on here that it shows an integrated garbage compartment. One side to keep your food for the remainder of the day and one side to put the garbage. And you can see the 2 different compartments inside the bag. So pretty good design there. First we have apple cinnamon porridge. Next, chicken korma potato, and this is 400 grams. These are really big pouches of food. A lot of food there. You can see that this supplies 540 calories. Next, chicken sweet and sour pasta, again 400 grams. Next, a Bridgeford shelf-stable sandwich, which is honey barbecue soy and whole wheat bread. There is another package of whole wheat bread, again by Bridgeford. A package of roasted and salted peanuts, a package of barbecue flavor peanuts, teriyaki beef jerky bites, an orange flavored cake, a cookies and cream cereal bar, a 24 Hour Meals energy bar, 4 isotonic drinking powders, and you can see these are orange, grapefruit, and 2 exotic flavor. 4 packages of instant coffee, a package of peanut butter, 2 packages of nut cream, and this looks like hazelnut spread, 4 disinfectant wipes, 3 packages of gum, and you can see 2 of them are fruit flavor and 1 of them is blueberry, vanilla, and menthol. And then there's 2 pieces of hard candy. We'll find out what those flavors are later on. So there you have it. There's 24 hours worth of food. Again, this is a 4-meal package. So you can see absolutely a ton of food there. And we will break this into 4 meals for this review. So for the breakfast meal, I've chosen the apple cinnamon porridge, the cereal bar cookies and cream flavor, the grapefruit isotonic beverage, coffee, and some gum. So first of all, let's take a look at the porridge. Again, this is an apple cinnamon porridge, and if you look here, this actually supplies 600 calories, so pretty substantial food item there. It shows to add 3 deciliters of water, and it also shows that the ingredients are rye flakes, as well as apples, sugar, salt, and cinnamon, and skim milk powder. So there it is, dry. We'll open up that bottom so it stands up well. Add some water and we'll give it a mix. I'll try to get down in the corners there so we don't have any dry spots. It says to let it stand for 5 minutes, so we'll do that. Seal it back up. Set it aside. Next, the cereal bar cookies and cream flavor, and we've seen this brand before. I think in the British ration actually have the same cereal bar. It's a common brand for European rations. Oh, this one's broken, but that's alright. There you have it. Next, the isotonic drinking powder, and I've chosen grapefruit for the breakfast. And that calls for 500 milliliters of water. This will only hold about 400, so we'll mix it a little bit strong. Next we'll mix the coffee. There you can see the freeze-dried coffee crystals. Also notice in this pack there's no sugar or creamer. That's just fine. So nice black coffee. And we'll finish off with some of the gum. So we've given the porridge about 5 minutes to rehydrate. Let's take a look. Yeah, there you go. It smells great. Really strong cinnamon scent. Let's give that another mix and get it onto the tray. Alright, so let's get started with the main item, and this is the apple cinnamon porridge. Again, these are rye flakes rather than oatmeal. Has a similar appearance, but will probably have a little bit different texture. So there you go up close. That's really good. The texture is more coarse than typical instant oatmeal, but a lot lighter than the buckwheat like you see in the Eastern European rations. Very tasty. Nice subtle apple flavor, not overly sweetened, which is nice. Yeah, that's very good. Next we have the cereal bar, and this is cookies and cream flavor. There you can see it up close. Kind of that crispy rice texture there. It's kind of hard, pretty dense. And that's very tasty. It is pretty dense, but it's crispy, nice crispy rice texture to it. The flavor is really similar to an Oreo cookie. It's very good. I like that a lot. Next we'll try the isotonic beverage. Again, this is grapefruit flavor. It's kind of turned a pale yellow color. And we mix it strong just because my cup will only hold about 400 milliliters. It calls for 500 milliliters of water. It does have a little bit of a strong flavor to it. It's tart, not sour, mildly sweet, but a nice citrus flavor to it. And next we'll try the coffee. Again, this is just Colombian instant coffee. There's no sugar or creamer in this ration pack, so just black coffee. Has a nice scent to it. That's actually really good. Great flavor, not bitter, doesn't need to be sweetened. It's actually a pretty tasty cup of coffee. So there you have it, there's breakfast, and though it looks to be pretty light, this does pack around 1,000 calories for breakfast, just between the drink, the porridge, and the cereal bar. We'll finish up with some of this gum here, and this is a fruit flavor gum. There you go, looks like chiclets. Kind of yellow color. And that's nice, it's got an artificially sweetened flavor to it. It does taste fruity, can't pick out any particular fruit, but not bad. So that's it for breakfast, and we'll move on to lunch. And for lunch, we're going to have the chicken korma potato, some roasted and salted peanuts, the energy bar. We'll try some of the hazelnut spread on the whole wheat bread, and have another isotonic drink. This one is orange. We'll start by opening the whole wheat bread. Again, this is by Bridgeford, shelf-stable bread. It has a similar packaging to the wheat snack bread that you see in US MREs, but it's a lot thicker than that. There you go. Alright, there is the Bridgeford whole wheat bread. Next we have the 24-hour meals energy bar, and this does translate to raspberries. There you go. It's kind of a thick, very dense, has a nice fruity scent to it. Next we have the roasted and salted peanuts. It's in a nice vacuum packed container there. And this is a 50-gram pack of peanuts. Next, this is the hazelnut spread. And this bread I'm going to split and save some for the dinner meal. So I'll set that aside. As far as the hazelnut spread goes, let's put some of that onto the bread. So there you go. It does look like Nutella. Maybe a little bit less dense. Next, another isotonic beverage, and again this is orange. Similar appearing powder. Again calls for 500 milliliters of water. And lastly, the main item, again this is chicken korma with potato. Has a nice spicy curry scent to it. Again, this is 400 grams, so this is a substantial food item as far as energy goes. So let's check out the main item first, and this is the chicken korma potato. It has a really nice curry scent to it. Big chunks of potato, nice sized chunks of chicken in there too. Try to get a little bit of all that. There you go up close. Looks really good. Yeah, really good. The potato texture is really nice. It's not too soggy. Decent sized chunks of chicken in there with good texture. The sauce is fairly spicy. Maybe needs to be a little bit hotter, but you can see in there there's some coconut, and you can certainly taste a little bit of a coconut flavor to the curry sauce in there. It's good stuff. Yep, very nice. Let's try some of this sweet bread. I'm going to try it by itself first. There you can see it in cross section. Nice texture to it. It's pretty spongy, but also fairly dry. And it's actually not bad at all. It is fairly dense for bread. It actually tastes like the heel of wheat bread. It has some light sweetness to it, good spongy texture to it as well. It's a lot more enjoyable than wheat snack bread, which is kind of a rubberized cardboard texture. And then we'll try some also with the hazelnut spread on there. It smells like Nutella. It looks like it's a little bit thinner, not quite as sticky. And the flavor is similar to that. It's kind of chocolatey with some hazelnut and peanut flavor to it. If anything, it's too sweet. It actually has kind of a grainy sugar texture, not quite as smooth as Nutella is, but the flavor is fairly similar, and it's not bad on the bread. We'll try some of these peanuts. Again, these are the salted and roasted peanuts. There you go. And those are really good peanuts. And if I compare those with the United States nut raisin mix, or the mixed nuts, having some saltiness to it is really nice. That's really what the United States nut mixes lack. And these have really the perfect amount of salt on them. They're not too salty, but it does accent the flavor a little bit. And those are very nice, fresh tasting peanuts. Very good. We'll move on to the raspberry energy bar. And this kind of has the same texture and consistency as a power bar, but it does have a nice fruity scent to it. It's kind of sticky on the outside. There you see it in cross section. And that's very good as well. It has a similar texture and flavor to a power bar. It's kind of dense, a little bit grainy, but it does have a light sweetness that's provided by the raspberries. And it is a fairly natural flavor. That's a very good item. And we'll finish it up with the isotonic beverage. Again, this is the orange flavor. And you see it has turned kind of a yellow-orange color. And that's quite good. It's pretty acidic, lightly sweetened, nice strong citrus flavor to it. It's actually very refreshing. So lunch was very, very good. This is a nice food item, great flavor, and there's a lot of it, 400 grams, which provides about 540 calories. So that's it for lunch, and we'll move on to dinner. Okay, now for dinner we have the chicken sweet and sour pasta. Again, another 400 gram retort pouch, very large item. We have the barbecue flavored peanuts, the remainder of the whole wheat bread, some peanut butter, teriyaki jerky bites, another isotonic drink powder, and this is the exotic flavor, and then hard candy. And this one's black appearing, so it may be licorice, or it actually might be purple, it might be grape. I don't know, we'll find out. And there is no warming device for these meals. The main items have been heated in boiling water. I'm assuming that there is a separately issued mess kit, probably containing a stove and utensils. It also doesn't come with any utensils. So again, we have the remainder of the wheat bread, and we will try that with the peanut butter. Next we have the beef jerky, and this is teriyaki jerky bites. Very small pouch of that. So yeah, little squares of jerky. Next, another package of peanuts, and these are barbecue flavored. Next, our beverage. Again, this is the exotic flavor isotonic drink powder. Similar appearing powder. And again, it calls for 500 milliliters of water. And that does have kind of a tropical scent to it. Kind of a banana, pineapple scent. We'll see what it tastes like in a minute. And lastly, the main item. This is the chicken sweet and sour pasta. There's that. It actually has a really strong spicy scent. Looks pretty good. And lastly, the hard candy. And it is black. Can't really smell anything. Let's put some of this peanut butter on the bread. Alright, so there's the dinner portion. We'll start out with the main item. Again, this is the sweet and sour chicken pasta. There you can see kind of an oily sauce there. You can see some green bell peppers, some carrots it looks like, spiral pasta, and trying to find some chicken. It's kind of hard to find. It looks like the pieces are a little bit smaller than the last chicken item. Let's give that a try. Try to get a little bit of everything. There's the detail up close. And that's pretty good. The chicken texture isn't as solid. It seems like it's kind of shredded more than solid chunks in this item. The pasta is very nice. It's not soggy or mushy or anything like that. Good bits of vegetables. It has kind of a spicy sauce, and it's kind of on the sour tart side. You can pick out a pineapple flavor as well as a tomato flavor to that sauce. But it's a pretty good item. We'll move on to the peanut butter on the bread. We've already tried the bread by itself, so we'll just focus on the peanut butter. There you go, nice smooth, creamy peanut butter. And that's good peanut butter, nice and smooth, and relatively thick as peanut butters go. My daughter tried a bite, she liked it too. We'll move on to the barbecue flavored peanuts. And these kind of have a candy shell on the outside. You can see relatively small peanuts in there, and they have this flavoring shell on the outside, and it kind of flakes off when you pick it up. And those are a little bit spicy, kind of salty on the outside. As far as barbecue flavor, it's not really like a smoky flavor or sweet flavor. It's more of kind of a salty, spicy flavor more than anything. But very flavorful, and it's very good. And the peanuts, again, have a very fresh taste. Next, we'll try the beef jerky. Again, these are teriyaki jerky bites. And these are actually pretty hard. They snap rather than bend. Very dry. And that's very dry. It takes a little while to hydrate in your mouth, but it has a good flavor. It's salty more than anything. You don't get that sweetness that you kind of expect from teriyaki, but the meaty flavor once it rehydrates in your mouth is very nice. I'm going to give the isotonic drink another stir. There was a lot of sediment at the bottom of it. It didn't quite mix perfectly at first. Looks better now. And it's kind of an orange color as well. And that's really good. That's actually kind of a tropical banana pineapple flavor. It's very good. It's probably my favorite one of these isotonic beverages. And lastly, we have this hard candy. It's time to figure out what flavor that is. That's an interesting flavor. It is a licorice flavor, and it's actually kind of salty. I actually had a Swedish roommate in college, and I know from that time that salty licorice is a pretty common flavor in Nordic countries. I'm not a big licorice fan, but I actually like the salty licorice flavor. The salt actually takes away some of the licorice flavor that I don't really like that much. It's not bad at all. So that's it for the dinner meal, and we'll move on to what's listed on the packaging as the evening meal. And here is the evening meal: the honey barbecue soy shelf-stable sandwich, the orange cake, another isotonic drinking powder, another coffee, the blueberry gum, and the other hard candy. And now that that nice spring Oklahoma storm has rolled on by, hopefully we can do this segment a little bit more quietly. We'll start off with the honey barbecue soy sandwich. Usually these are kind of a bread pocket with a filling. And that's looks like that's what that is. I did warm this up. Let's cut that open and see what's inside. So there's that honey barbecue soy filling in there. Doesn't smell bad. It has that same wheat bread outer as we tried before. And I have saved the dessert that I've been looking forward to for this segment. And this is the orange cake. And it is in kind of a wax paper. It feels very moist and spongy. It is kind of a pound cake consistency. Sticky on the outside, but it is pretty dense. We do have a couple beverages to prepare: coffee and the other isotonic drink powder. And this is the same flavor as the last time, which is the exotic flavor, and the same coffee as before. But a nice cup of coffee in the evening is a good thing. So there you have the evening meal, consisting just of the honey barbecue sandwich and a dessert. We'll start with the sandwich. Again, this is in the same wheat bread outer as in the shelf-stable bread that we tried earlier. This barbecue soy filling there, you can see. Pretty typical of the Bridgeford shelf-stable sandwiches. Give that a taste. And that's actually pretty pleasant. Surprisingly, the soy actually has a pretty good texture to it. The sauce is kind of a sweet barbecue sauce. That's actually not bad at all. If you compare the texture to kind of a shredded pork or shredded chicken barbecue sandwich, the soy is actually a little more dense than that. Kind of chewy. Good flavor. And the bread is pretty soft on the outside. Certainly softer and less dense than the wheat bread that we tried before. That's not a bad item at all. Let's try some of this orange cake. There you go. Again, it's kind of a pound cake. Nice and moist, not crumbly. There it is in cross section. Give that a try. And that's a really nice pound cake. It's pretty sweet, it's soft and moist, has a nice sweet citrus flavor to it. That's really good. Very good dessert. Next we'll have another sip of that isotonic beverage, and this was the exotic again. Very nice tropical flavor. And some coffee. Again, this is just black coffee, the instant Colombian coffee. Again, that's pretty good as instant coffee goes. And I did forget to mention the hard candy and the gum. We'll get those out as well. Again, not sure what flavor this is. It's kind of green. And that's kind of a lemon lime flavor. It's pretty sweet, good flavor. And then we'll finish up with the chewing gum. Again, this says blueberry vanilla menthol flavor. There they are. They are blue. And that's really interesting. It starts out with a nice sweet blueberry flavor, and then as you chew it, you pick up a lot more of the strong menthol flavor. It's pretty good gum. So that is it for the 4-meal Swedish 24-hour ration. Again, produced by 24 Hour Meals Combat Edition. I'd like to thank Drew78 from MREinfo.com for sending this to me. This was a great ration to try. I've been looking forward to doing one of these for a long time, and it certainly did not disappoint. So to all the viewers on YouTube, thank you very, very much for your continued support. Again, your support benefits St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So thank you very much for your support. To all the folks on MREinfo.com and in the ration review community on YouTube, thank you as well. You all are fantastic. So please stay tuned. There's a lot more to come. So until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.